Hi, Daniel. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm alive today, I think.
Yeah, that's
Have a heartbeat.
You're looking good.
Thank you. I heard someone said, you want to move up in the world, you dress for the part.
It's always good to look good.
That's good. Is it true in your line of
It is true.
business?
People, if you dress shabbily and don't keep clean and don't take care of yourself, don't have as high an opinion on you as if you when you do. And so yeah, it's always important. Always have shiny shoes and look your best. People know that if you're taking care of yourself, whether you're likely to take care of them and be responsible. So
Okay.
that's a good answer for a good question.
There you go. One of my questions is, how did you overcome self-doubt becoming a lawyer?
I didn't really want to be a lawyer particularly. I didn't know what I wanted to be, and I've never really had much self-doubt since I've been a lawyer. I started college taking liberal education classes, expecting to find my way, and after 3 years of college, I still didn't have a major. But back in those days, they let you go to law school with 3 years undergraduate. Now you have to have a bachelor's degree. And I had debated when I was in college. I had a good debate partner. In fact, he turned out to be a congressman, Wayne Owens. We were good. And I thought that I'd make a decent lawyer. So I thought I'd give law school a try because it was the next thing available. And once I got into law school, I found out that I was good at it. And I liked it. And so that made it easy to go on and be a lawyer. And I've been a lawyer now for 52 years.
Wow, that's a big stretch. I do believe you said that you were on the, is it the board of?
Well, I was the president of the Utah State Bar.
Okay.
And that's the chairman of the Bar Commission, which runs the bar.
Okay, and how long were you doing that?
Well, I was in bar activities for maybe 20 years and doing a lot of different things. I like lawyers and I like being around them. I like them socially. Excuse me. And as a result, activities with lawyers have always been part of my social life and my professional life.
Okay.
And because I like doing it. I think one piece of advice I'd give anybody who is trying to find a way in life is to find out what they like doing. Because if you're doing something just to make dollars or to get ahead because that's the goal that you set up at some point and you don't like it, it's a terrible way to live. But if you can find something you like doing,
Yeah.
then you don't work a day in your life. You're actually doing the kind of things that some people would love to be able to get that much pleasure out of in recreation.
Yeah. So versus work play rather than work.
Yeah, a lot of people work so they can go play. But I've never been that way. I've always enjoyed going to work. It isn't necessarily my play, and I do like to play otherwise, but I spend a lot of hours, especially when I started to practice law in the office. You have to work hard.
Okay. How did you overcome fear? Opening your own business, the Adamson Donovan business.
Well, I've been practicing law in different offices over the years, and you just assume that it's going to work, and you make a leap of faith. You have to. I think John Wayne said, "Courage is when you're afraid, still saddling up and going ahead. You gotta go into it." And it turns out that if you, instead of avoiding it and shying away, you attack it, you'll find that it's almost always easier to do. So anyway, you kind of have to hit it head on, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Okay. Okay. How did you push through the grinding years?
I didn't have any options. I didn't have any money. When I got out of law school, I was just newly married. Within a week of the first year we were married, we had a new baby. And, so I had to be a success. I just went ahead and did what I had to do. So I didn't have much fear then. I had real fear of going to court originally. And again, you just have to meet deadlines. You have to be there. And after you do it a while, then you find that you can do it. You get embarrassed occasionally. You sometimes foul up, make mistakes, and look silly and stupid. But just got to keep going.
Okay.
You have that kind of tenacity, so I think that you'll be fine. No matter what you choose to do, you just stick with it.
Thank you. Thank you. How did you know you wanted to be a lawyer?
As I said, I didn't really know I wanted to be a lawyer. My dad was a lawyer, and I didn't particularly want to follow his footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out in the law, you can kind of be whatever kind of lawyer you want to be. Law touches everything in human interaction. So
Yeah.
you can be a criminal lawyer, you can be a corporate lawyer, you can be a real estate lawyer, you can be a divorce lawyer, you can be an estate planning lawyer. So you can pick the area of your interest and gravitated into trial work. I'm a trial lawyer.
Okay. I know you kind of answered this question already, but how did you keep your purpose alive? What was your discipline?
I was always lucky. The things always kind of came my way. The harder I worked, the better things got. And it wasn't long before I was making decent money and having some regard and respect. And once that happens, then you don't want to disappoint people. And so it kind of is a self-propelling situation. You want to look good, and so you try and work at the best level you can so you are good.
So what was your discipline on... I know there's been times probably in your career where you didn't think you were going to win a case, or how do you push through that?
When you're a lawyer, you're not guaranteeing the outcome. You're only doing the best job you can to present your client's case in the best possible light. And that's what the judicial system is about, is trying to find the truth. And sometimes it's not a question of whether you're going to win or lose. You know you're going to lose. You try and lose at a lower dollar level for damages in a personal injury case if you're defending it. I did a lot of insurance defense work, and so the successes or not lack of success is really gray. There's not pure black and white. And the short tall of it is that you simply do the best job you can and assume that the system will work, and it usually does. If I could guarantee the outcome, I'd be the richest man in town.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Yeah. How do you know you love your job?
I knew I was loving my job when I was going out on Saturday mornings for an hour and staying 6. It was compelling for the first many years of my practice. And, it's like people on computer games. You get addicted to it.
Okay.
So that's the way of knowing it's compelling. In this instance, it was basically pretty good, but I don't recommend computer games.
Okay.
I'll give you some advice, and this is really simple. Take care of yourself. You know, you've got to keep your health. You've got to do things that keep your machine, your body's a machine, keep it in fit shape so it can give you energy when you need it. And so it'll give you a place to live when you get old that isn't broken down and decrepit. Don't do things that destroy the body.
Okay.
Because you've got to be there and use it for a long, long time. I'm 76 now, and you've got a lot of years before you're going to get to that point.
Right.
Take care of your body, take care of your health, and it'll be a lot better life. And one other piece of advice I'd give you is what you do, and especially in the law, this is surprising to a lot of people, it's best if you're nice and decent. When you treat people decently,
Mm-hmm.
they will mirror what you show them, and they will then be nice back. If you don't treat them decently, they won't be nice back. And life's better when you're dealing with nice people.
Okay.
And you get people to do things they wouldn't otherwise do, or agree to settlements in cases, or agree to extensions on timelines, or things like that. If you're nice with them and you have a reputation of being that kind of a person. And then in this town, if you get that, it's a small town. Everybody thinks it's a big city. It's not. And every judge over there knows who the nice lawyers are and who the not nice lawyers are. And the ones that are the so-called paid haters don't get as much slack as the ones that are decent.
Okay.
So as a lawyer, it's best to be that way. As a human being, it's best to be that way. You'll like yourself better if you're that way.
Okay.
And finally, one final piece of advice is get service to others. When you're giving service to others and outside yourself, things flow better. Life doesn't get jumbled up so much. It's a nice place to spend.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure.